And we are live.
Look, I'm going. You need. Okay, so the whole "We Are Live" thing. I'm going to need you to start like singing or something after
We're
having John.
live.
I mean, come up with some type of intro jingle or something. I don't know. What I pay you good. Actually, I don't pay you. Okay, scratch all of
I
that.
pay for this.
My bad. My bad. Hey, welcome everybody. So glad you're all here. We've got some really cool guests with us, and actually, some people may shake in terror when they hear their name, but I think they're just absolute great people. And I have a feeling by the end of this cast, everybody will probably agree with me. But who we got in the chat? We got Tanya and Jerry. So good to see you guys there.
Yep. Welcome.
Guess what? Sold out of Tanya's in like record time again.
The soap?
Sasquatch soap. I'm telling you, dude. Did you get yours yet? Have you got one?
I have not. I was hoping, as payment for doing your producing duties, I was hoping you'd throw one my way, but I have yet to see that in the mailbox.
Loan me $5 and I got you. So no problem. Hey, Texas Hikeaholic. Is it Hikeaholic?
Hey guys.
Nice. Hey,
Haven't
welcome.
seen you guys in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of really cool guys. They haven't really been as active on YouTube as they used to be, but their stuff never gets old. I always can't wait to watch a Restless or even a goat video.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been blessed enough to be able to actually spend some time on trail with them, and believe it or not, some of those campfire conversations in Grayson Highland on one of the first trips I did with them, hey man, those still get my thoughts from time to time. I just absolutely a joy to hike with those guys. So if we can bring out the Restless One and World According to Goat.
Bam. And bam.
Bam. I like that you said you were blessed. That's never
Blessed.
I know. I'm sure
religious things I've said, but it's usually like holy beep or Jesus, I can't believe these guys. So yeah, blessed is not the word that most people use.
Honestly, the fact that they have us on here, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Right. So it's like there's nobody available.
Everybody else said no. I mean, at this point, no,
who's actually not doing anything.
Yeah, like next is gonna be like, hey, next week it's my 5th grade teacher, right? Like that's where we are.
Oh no, you guys are absolutely a hoot to hang out with. And so let me start off with this question. Because you guys have all been hiking together for a long time. So you go back into the Restless reels back in the day, and it almost seems like the very beginning it was Timmy and Goat were around. So how did that work out? How did you guys all meet and get started?
You want to take this, Goat?
I'll lie. I mean, I can.
No, I'll tell the truth.
I kind of know, but I don't. I mean, like.
Well, the way that I guess, like, Timmy and I would always do car camping, right? We'd always go to Pymatuning, and then Goat was like, Goat came the one year. I mean, I don't even know how many years ago that was. It was quite a while. But Timmy and I were car camping for like probably a decade, and then Goat came, and then he started talking about backpacking because Goat was the OG when it came to ultralight, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking like sleeping on half a mattress pad, shaving or cutting his toothbrush in half and putting holes in it. This is before it was even stylish, and it was the in thing. And Timmy and I were just like, you're freaking insane. Like, I just want to go and have a good time. And so that basically, we just kind of all sat there, right? We're like, hey, let's take up backpacking. And that's kind of how it started, I think, right?
That is. Although I do want to say, because when I went to meet you guys at Pymatuning, I was so impressed with their car camp setup. So they've been doing this for like ever and ever and ever, right? And actually, like Restless and I have known each other since like our 20s. Like we were like in the 90s, so like we're old buddies. But at some point, like him and Timmy were hanging out doing these like car camp trips. So they had this like Copper Canyon like 15-person tent, like cots in there, dude. There was like a 52-inch like flat screen TV,
What?
like 800 foot of like cord that
Extension
you could like
cords.
extension cord.
Wall-to-wall carpeting.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I'm like, I've never seen camping like this before in my life. You guys like know how to party, right? And like Timmy had this like, big cast iron like kettle. It was like a Dutch oven, man. He made this like delicious, I don't know, stew. And yeah, I think we had to chase off raccoons or something at night. And during the day, like, so we like packed out our like kayaks because they had this amazing site that was like butted up on the lake. And so they're like, yeah, bring out your kayak, dude. We'll go fishing for the day and stuff. I'm like, yeah, great. I had no idea what to expect. So I like roll up to this like palace, and they're like, we're gonna kayak. So we go out and we like fished all day, and it was an awesome time. I've never seen a car camping setup like that before in my life. Like,
and then we had to transition that to carrying everything on our backs, which was like the total opposite. But
yeah, right.
Well, you were kind of the OG of ultralight, right? I mean, so where did that start from? Like, what got you into getting to where you're literally drilling holes in your toothbrush or breaking it in half or whatever, just to save an ounce?
So oddly, I used to backpack with this other dude named Adam. Apparently, I got like a thing for Adam. Apparently, who knew? And so Adam and I were out, and one day, so we went on a couple trips, a good handful, and we did the Allegheny Front Trail. And I remember this, like, it was the weirdest thing. So my pack was like 30-something pounds, like a big, like JanSport external frame. And I forget what he had. It was a pretty sweet pack at the time, though. So, dude, we're like, and I like was with my dog and the whole deal, and everything was great. So we did the Allegheny Front Trail in, I think, 3 days maybe, and it's like 30-something miles, like round trip. But it was awful. I mean, it was awesome, but awful, right? Just, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you ever carry like, I don't know, a 30-something pound pack? Sucks.
Yep.
So there was this dude anyway. So we're like partway. There's this dude like reading the book. He got this little bitty backpack. We're dying. My shoulders are on fire. Like, I'm just burned out. And I'm like, we got like 5 more miles to go, which sounded awful, you know? So there's this dude reading this book, and he's like, yeah, I'm doing this whole trail in like a day or 2. And we're like, what are you talking about, man? You're crazy. So, like, we talked to him for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, that's who I want to be, man, because this sucks. Yeah. So at that point, I started like finding everything I could, and I like ditched all my like stove and everything. And actually, I still have my original Cat Fancy Feast stove that I made. And what's really cool about it, my favorite part is that it has the expiration date on the bottom of when the cat food expired.
No way.
It never burned off. I don't know why. It's been used tons and tons of times, but the date is still there. So
1982.
Yeah, no, it was like 2006 or 5 or something like that. But I'm like, yeah, so like I kind of keep it, even though, and it's a good stove, but I made it and I was all proud of it, you know.
Yeah,
so
well,
that's kind of how I went.
That was a huge thing for videos back then. Like it seemed like anybody making any type of, you know, cat can stove, tuna can stove, like that was an instant way to get top-notch views. You know, so I mean, I think what was it? Was it Spaguyver that almost had a career of like he broke down every stove in a whole series?
Oh, I remember those videos.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we got some comments in here. It looks like the real Colonel Restless looks so weird indoors. So then of course, hey Sloan, Jason Wish, of course.
Colonel, what's up, guys?
Tangent Trails.
Chris is in here.
Oh, Timmy.
Oh, Chris, what up?
Yeah, Chris is a great guy. Like that was a really good partnership that you guys had with him. So he
Yeah. Chris is, I mean, what a genuine guy, man. Just
100%.
like, I mean, and you've met him personally too, Jeremy. And he's just like, he's like one of us. And it's just the fact that he's so successful. Like, I don't know. It's just I'm so happy for him and his family, and just and he makes a kick-ass product too.
He's better than us, dude. You should never say anybody's one of us. Right?
Nah, he's one of us. Trust me. He's one of us, whether he likes it or not.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay.
And the fact. Hold on.
Oh, look at this.
Oh boy. Here it comes. I think we all know
what's
coming.
Please have pants on. Please have pants on.
No, I think I know what's coming. It's a specific pack.
Okay.
I mean, come on. I got Dan Becker on my back.
Hey, dude, that was supposed to be incognito. Who built that?
I know. It's okay.
It might not have been Chris.
The cat's out of the bag.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So, man, no. So you guys ended up doing a lot of backpacking together, but you also do more than just that, right? So there's a lot of kayaking trips that you guys do, because you're all like really avid fishermen, and that was actually Goat one of the first things I learned about you. But talk about some of the trips. I mean, what's been some of your favorite places to go, like as far as kayak fishing?
I'm not saying a word. No, I know what I have to say. The Clarion River is like our jam now.
Yeah,
that for sure.
Yeah, that and so we go to Clarion River. We're trying to do it like I don't know, 3 to 4 times a year. To where we're buying like season passes, for fishing in Pennsylvania. The one thing that Goat had always talked about was fishing for steelhead here in the Rocky River. And that's something that I've never done until last year. Thank you, Goat, because I had one of the best experiences. But
the fish, he's like, bam! It's
awesome. Oh my God, yeah, it's just awesome. But no, like I know Goat's been fishing all his life. I've been fishing all my life, and it's just one of those things that like we kind of, that's I think part of the friendship, along with Tim. Timmy's the same way. Timmy's fished all his life too. So it just kind of all works. In addition, mountain biking is another thing that we got Goat into just recently, maybe a couple of years now, and so it's like we all have the same kind of like likes, but yeah, kayak fishing is just it's the camping aspect that's the best though. That's the best.
Yeah,
because even if you don't catch any fish, you get to hang out. My Uncle Chester, he's part of the crew now. He's I got to get him on video. He's would you agree, Goat?
Oh my God, that dude's a trip, man.
I know.
Chester's awesome.
Yes. So
part of my favorite videos that Wish makes is his camping kayak videos.
Oh yeah.
I love camping kayak. I would go on a trip. I'm getting a kayak this next year.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, then dude, let's plan something, because
Absolutely.
Jeremy, I know you got a kayak already, right?
Yeah. It works very well in my sunroom right now. It very rarely sees water. So, no, I actually want to, because there's actually a video I'd like to bring up of a steelhead catch, because that's kind of what I remember you guys talking about, fishing for steelhead, and I went back and looked at one of Goat's videos. And anybody that doesn't know what a steelhead looks like, or at least a decent steelhead, why don't you kind of go ahead and roll this clip, Chris?
Roll this beautiful bean footage.
Roll this beautiful footage.
Yeah.
For biscuits. Yes. Biscuits.
Sometimes.
Look how the light dances off of him.
Yeah.
Very angelic. I mean, when you can hear it splashing on a GoPro, you know it's probably a decent fish.
Dude, there was like some people like reading me a right act. Oh, that was like a net day. So
yeah, gonna fall in.
Yeah.
Anything for the fish.
Yeah, I don't care.
Get it? Do you show it?
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Oh,
you gotta have patience, man.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
I mean, from a kayak, you get to haul that monster in there.
Look at the string.
So what happened with that? That was a hot mess with that line.
It's absolute nightmare. Whenever you got like more than one rod out, it's insane. It's tangles, everything.
What do we feed?
Dude, I have no idea how you didn't hook yourself. Like,
Lucky.
This is the first time I'm seeing this video.
Yeah, I keep it under wraps, bro.
Oh, that's a pretty one too.
that is a very pretty fish. Thanks, Chris.
You found that on, man, I posted that crap?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. So what, when you're bringing in fish that big, I mean, how difficult is it to leverage your kayak and maintain landing that fish? Because that seems like that's not much smaller than your kayak.
Wow, I wish that would be amazing, right? Like if a 7-foot shark. Yeah. No, man, I don't know. They're fun though. They tow you around a little bit, and then you like, it's cool when you're like in the river because like you got current and stuff, and it's like where that is, it's pretty slow. But like sometimes when it's like right on Lake Erie, and like you're talking about winter, you're talking about like October through like.
I noticed that was like a January video, so that had been brutal.
Yeah. I love January, man. But you know, like you get a lot of north winds on Lake Erie, right? And like once you get down towards the breakwall, like there's big waves. So I'm always like sometimes a little bit nervous, you know, you're like just cruising and like I'm like, please don't catch a fish right here. Right. Cause like, but that's where they're at sometimes. And then you come on and you're like, dang, now I'm like stuck because
you're committed.
And I'm like, I got nothing but chaos. My boat's spinning. I got this rod, you know, like bent over, like fish pull me everywhere. And then like now I gotta like contend with the waves and think about what's going on. And I'm like, do I just abandon this fish? I don't care. Just paddle like crazy to get in like safe water, you know, who knows? So it's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah. Jason's got a question there. Beautiful fish. Did you eat it or release it?
Come on, dude. You know, Jason, no. I let them all go.
Do you? Yeah.
How long did it take you to untangle that line is what I want to know.
You cut it.
So 30 seconds of video, like 45 minutes of like
right. Doing all that.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you actually guys fish for muskie too, right? Like that's kind of a big one that you try to hunt down. I know Goat, you've talked about, I don't know what, you have hours of muskie fishing on your own drives that you've never really released or anything. What's that?
Someday I'm going to post those videos. I'm too late.
We've been talking about it for like 3 years. So
I mean, stuff, dude. I got so much footage, but I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm going to tell you something about muskie fishing, and I've caught one muskie in my life. And what is 80 hours of fishing to catch one muskie? Goat will catch 4 in a day.
I've heard that. I've heard
it's the most uncanny thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, and we actually have a little video that you did have of a muskie. You didn't land it, but anybody that wants to see, why don't we go ahead and bring that up so somebody can actually see what a muskie is if they don't know. It's a massive fish. I call it a northern pike on steroids. So on all the good Mexican supplements.
Look how cool my boat is, man.
You both have very nice kayaks. I've got to see them in person. I don't know if that's the same one that you have now, but compared to my little 8-footer. So,
what kind is that, Kind Master? What kind is that?
Kind Master. It's a Jackson. It's a Jackson, and then like Liska is the model or whatever.
I like it.
So now it's not a
oh, look at that.
Come on, buddy.
Like, that's like a they call it a fish of 1,000 casts, and it's like you threw once and about landed one. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, not really, right? Like I was fishing for part of the day, so you just happen to see the fun part.
So, but that was the size of your arm.
No, they get large. What's the biggest one you've caught?
Out of my in Ohio, well, not ever, right? 48.
Yeah. 48 inch. That's a big fish.
Yeah, it was nice.
Nice.
That's as tall as Frozen, just so you know. That's big.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, we got
it's good in the woods. Hey,
we got Justin here. He's saying, "Hey, what's up?"
Yo,
That's another good dude right there. You got to do a trip with him too. He's another great guy. So
I watched our Adirondack video like with Justin and Jeremy, and that was
where we about killed David Gray.
yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah, Jason was there too, man.
Yeah, Jason wishes. Well, he was there. He was way ahead of us though.
He was. Well, so I started calling him like Two Hills. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like 2 hills ahead of us all the time, because that dude's like just a beast.
Yeah, he was. That's awesome. So you guys went and started doing the kayaking thing, and now all of a sudden you guys are into like this whole backpacking, adventure. So what does that entail? Because I know Goat, you kind of jumped in that too, and I see Timmy's like lost a ton of weight. Is that because of the bike packing or mountain biking that he's doing, or what's going on with that?
Slim fast. Tim's transitioning. He wants to,
Giardia.
Today's world. No, listen, Timmy is a mystery, right? Like, I've been friends with Timmy for a long time, and to this day, he's still a mystery to me. And one day, he just he stopped drinking pop, and what else did he do? Just stopped eating junk food, didn't exercise, just kind of went like I think he just got tired. He's an avid mountain biker, and maybe that sort of like I don't know, was his motivation. I think backpacking too. I mean, when you're carrying that extra weight, you know how it is. It's hard. I deal with it too. I'm overweight, and
I can relate.
Yeah. But the point is, I think with Timmy's weight loss, it really just like propelled him to the point where, like, I mean, mountain biking now, forget it. Like, I'd be sometimes 5 minutes ahead of Tim. Now it's the opposite. Like, he is.
Oh, he smokes.
He smokes us. Like, it is ridiculous. Same thing when we just did our last trip of the Lower Highlands. Goat and I were just like cruising. Tim was already at camp like 3 hours before we were,
He was not fire started or anything.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he didn't have the fire started?
No, you didn't.
He took a nap.
He's a mystery. That's why he's a mystery.
That's hilarious. So what direction did you go in that trip? Did you go Ohiopyle to Johnstown, or okay, so you did the gate to 8. That's not easy. So that was fun. That was and it's, you said you did it in 3 days, which that's awesome. That's very impressive. I mean, I hurt myself on that trail the first time we went, because I just had the wrong shoes and I had blisters within the first 5 miles of the 70. And I mean, my knees were blown out. I know, Goat, your knees were blown out. It was rough. Timmy almost died. What's that?
Timmy got stung by.
Yeah, that was another trip. But no, it was pretty bad. But yeah, the opposite from Ohiopyle to that. I mean, I have all the appreciation for everyone that does that trip. It's not an easy trail. It's a fun trail, but the only thing, it's kind of boring because there's not really too many sites. But it's, I don't know. I still think it's a cool trail. But yeah, unfortunately, the last time we had to bail out. But this close, buddy.
Yeah,
this close.
When I did it. I want to ask about that. When I did it in 3 days, it was like we were doing like a fundraiser. It's called Hike for Hunger. I was trying to raise money for Love Like Jonathan to feed families and stuff like that. So basically, I got people to kind of sponsor me per mile, and whatever I could accomplish in 3 days, they would pay. So it ended up raising like 13, 15. Yeah, it was like $1,400 bucks. But I remember specifically about that trail, my knees hurt so bad because of pounding all the rocks at that pace. And the one thing people don't realize when they do that trail, when you're staying at the shelters, because there's so much private land, you have to reserve the shelters and stay at them. It's not like you can just camp right off the trail. There are ways off the trail. It's almost like 3/4 of a mile getting to the shelter, so that which adds mileage to it. What was that, Goat?
I said, there's one that like you add a mile in and a mile out, like easy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So I remember coming down, because I think it's that last down into Johnstown. It's like the last 2 or 3 miles was like nothing but downhill. remember my knees hurt so bad. I was like literally walking backwards because, you know, just they were from coming down on the rocks the whole time, pounding on my knees. But so what happened to Timmy? Oh, go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to ask you guys. I remember watching your video, and you were on a hill forever. It seemed like that's like one hill that just was rocking you, and it like took hours, right, to get up the hill.
Yeah, that's the one at mile 6 from Ohio Pile, and we stayed. You know, so we hiked in 6 miles, stayed, and then you're looking at this daunting like over a mile straight uphill, and it's just. And to get out of the camp, you got to climb a big hill. It's just, yeah, it was like, holy, just like, when will this be over? You know? But yeah, I think that was like half the video was just us climbing the hill.
That's what I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke like 6 cigarettes going up it.
Oh God, yeah, at least.
What?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So what happened to Timmy? You said he about died. So he had a little bit of a mishap, or what happened to him?
Yeah, I mean, he was cruising, right? I mean, he was cruising that first day, and I think what it was, you know, we had pretty good water sources throughout the days, with the exception of the third night, or yeah, I think it was the third night, and so we were drinking water out of a like a spigot, whatever you want to call it, like a well, and you know, and we filtered it, and it's still just tasted like ass. It was so bad. And but I think Timmy was so thirsty, he like chugged a liter of it, right? And like just chugged it straight. And then I was more cautious. I think Goat, you were cautious too. And so I had very little of it. And then the next day, I remember it was raining and everything was good, but then it's just like, yeah, I mean, I know Goat, you hiked with them most of the time. Because I felt good for whatever reason. I was like up ahead. But yeah, Timmy was, what, every 100 feet that we would walk, he would keel over for 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I was at one point, I'm like, we're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow to the shelter.
So it's like Giardia or something, or just from the.
I mean, something bad. I don't know.
He, basically, from what Timmy was able to gather, because, you know, we spent the night. We finally got to the shelter, and the worst part about it was there was no wood. You know, they have like little like wood shelters where you can go, and it was like pieces this big, right? So poor Timmy's like, he just wanted to go to sleep. He didn't want to eat. He couldn't drink anything. Couldn't hold anything down. So Goat and I made this like real little fire, but it was nice. You know, just kind of the ambient.
It was awesome.
Then, yeah, it was nice. And then we woke up in the morning, and yeah, Timmy was just, you know, still didn't eat anything, still didn't drink anything, and so we, you know, we're out in the middle of nowhere trying to call an Uber. So, you know, luckily we had cell phone reception, and we got out of there. But I think it was the high iron content. I think that messed up his intestine or something like that. That's kind of weird to gather.
Really?
Yeah.
So was that at the hydrant at the top of the hill? At the end of like I think mile 7 or mile 8, is that where you guys were when he was?
No, we were already like 30, 35 miles into it or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So we were going up, right? So we were at 40, almost 50.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
50.
Okay.
Yeah. By the time we stopped, so we were like 20 miles short. But actually, what it was that now I'm kind of remembering. How he kind of came up with that, it was something to do with the iron. When he took a crap the next day, it was black. Yeah. And so he looked it up, and that's kind of like what he determined that it was probably some type of intestinal type of thing. But yeah, green. It was bad. I mean, it would
also be green if it's got iron in it too.
Yeah. But I just remember that the last like, because we had like 3 hours to go, and it started. I mean, pouring rain, man. I mean, pouring rain. Which was cool at first, but then it just like got heavier and heavier.
Teamwork.
Yeah. But that was a good motivation to get back to camp. So.
It was getting dark, and like we're gonna get stuck in the rain at nighttime.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was that the first time you guys did that trail? I don't think so. I think you did it with an entourage, right? It's on the first time. Like
no, the first time was the 3 of us, but. Frozen, Meerkat, and who else was there?
Mark.
Yeah, Spaguyver. Yeah. And so we didn't hike it. We were just there the same time.
Oh,
and I
okay.
remember we were sitting at a shelter and we see like what looked like what's his face? Frozen's friend, Gary. It looked like the four little dwarves walking through the woods, you know. We're like, it was the funniest thing. Yes. We're like, what are those little guys? You know, look, it's little people, you know, and then we realized it's Frozen. Yeah.
Oh, those are good guys. Those are good guys.
I haven't heard the word meerkat in years.
I know. Remember Meerkat? Yeah.
What is up with that dude? I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, I mean, after I think the YouTube meetup, and he just kind of fell.
He's like, screw all this.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man. All those guys, Gary, Mark, Mr. Sylvester, they're all genuinely great people, man. I miss them.
Yeah. That was actually when the Ohio YouTube community was its strongest too. It seemed like.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, like you're producing. Tim Watson was producing videos. I mean,
little Timmy
Shill
Watson.
Brothers used to make that. Was when Shill Brothers made really good videos.
Yeah, you know, but the funny thing is, right? Well, and it's funny because a lot of those guys are on your hit list for I guess trolling videos. Yeah. But if people don't realize it, like they're the best of friends. Like,
they're awesome guys, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's almost an honor to have a Restless video dubbed after you.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I feel insulted because I haven't.
Well, if you need plenty of B-roll, I have plenty going up Mount Elbert. If you need it, Restless.
No, actually, Chris, the thing that cracked me up, I'm like, I will never have Chris pour me a cup of coffee, man. You look like you were on speed or something, like, man. Like that coffee, I'm like, are you kidding me? It smells like blasphemy, man. I'm like, man, that's good coffee, French press coffee. He's just spilling it everywhere. I
spill everything, dude. You know how many times I've spilt my ramen out on so many times. Carlson's just like, what are you doing, man?
But I do gotta ask, that French press, does that work pretty good?
Yes.
So all it is French press, and you're just basically just like extracting the flavor out of the powder,
or whatever. Pushing the granules down, and you're just getting okay.
Yeah, I gotta try it. I'm a big coffee connoisseur. I love coffee, but I always wanted to try the French press and see.
Well, I won't make you any because you won't have half of it left.
I'll have a cup. Thanks, Chris.
You're like, sip. Oh, that's great.
That's hilarious. So looking at 2024, you guys got any big trips planned or any adventures that you guys are wanting to do, or have you guys started even thinking about trips yet, or you just kind of day by day?
Go. You got this one.
I don't know, man. I mean, we're probably clearing like 10 times, right? And then so yeah, I got nothing, man, right now.
Yeah, honestly, we just kind of like, we'll sit there, you know, like Timmy and Goat and I are always on a text thread, and we'll, you know, it just kind of comes to us. Like the Laurel Highlands trip, that was decided on the way to the Clarion River on a kayaking trip, you know. That's kind of how we decide. It used to be to where we're like, okay, in the springtime we're going to take this, you know. Now it's more like kind of fly by wire. Whatever looks like. But we were just talking about doing something in Indiana because we haven't been in Indiana, really.
Come on.
What's that one that we were talking about?
Charles C. Dean?
Garden of the Gods, maybe?
Garden of the Gods, that's it.
Oh, that's in Illinois.
That's Illinois, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, same thing because
same state according to you guys.
Yeah, same state.
You know.
But no, I want to go out west. I mean, I want to really go out west and go to Colorado and Utah and all that. But like, we haven't really been like Indiana, Illinois. We've done Michigan, but nothing really. You know,
so I've been to that Garden of Gods in Illinois several times. I can tell you all the good spots.
So it's worth it then? Worth the drive?
I think so. I mean, the trail itself is only like 1.5 miles. It's an observation trail around the stuff, but there's so much backpacking around that in the Shawnee National Forest that you can find a dispersed campsite easily. And then there's like Indian Point Trail. That's where I did a hot tent one time.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of stuff around there.
But can you make a loop out of that place?
Maybe
Yeah.
I said the wrong.
yeah.
I just
Oh,
missed.
yeah. Several different kind of loops you can make. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I guess that's where we're going next, Joe.
I mean, instead of Chris
So,
telling you, he should guide you. He should
I
take
can.
you there.
Guide, because heaven forbid, don't let us in charge of direction. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
we get the secret encoder rings and everything.
Well, I'll make a deal with you. You guys make the coffee, and I'll be the guide.
That's true. Yeah.
That's what you need.
Did
Yeah.
you see Ambo House's comment on your coffee pour? That's Michael J. Fox pour.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
good deal. Lady F has a comment. I'd like to bring his up too. He asks Dolly Sod's winter. That's one place I've never been.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
You never been to Dolly Sod?
I've never been to Dolly. That one's always avoided me. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you that trip that we did with Chris was definitely the most memorable at Dolly Sod's.
Is that where the shoe, like one of the Shill's shoes froze or something like that?
Everything froze.
Yeah.
Everything froze.
We hiking in the rain, right? It's like probably let's say 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Rain. Not a terrible day, like just fall hiking, right?
Yeah.
But everything was like raining. And so we crossed this river, the same river. I'm pretty sure we crossed it at least twice, if not
Yeah,
twice.
twice, yeah. Unnecessarily.
Yeah, unnecessarily, right? So and it's like knee deep water and it's like cold. So we're just like trucking through through this anyway, like we get across, we're like, this is not where we're supposed to be, and like the shills are gonna meet up with us later. So we go back across the river again. Everybody's soaked, the whole deal. So Andy and Kevin hiking. I didn't even think they were gonna show up at one point because So wait. So everything's soaked. Adam comes through. Dude, he's that dude could build fires like what? Right?
Yeah.
It took forever.
Oh yeah.
Built this fire. Thank God, because we were gonna die. We're soaked. Everything's cold. So we set up. Andy and Kevin show up, and their buddy, I forget his name, whatever, shows up.
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah,
That's
Peter.
But
That's great.
So anyway, they show up. This crazy storm rolls in. All of a sudden, the temperature drops to 17 degrees or something. My hammock is bouncing all night because the trees are just rocking, right? And we wake up, everything is this sheet of ice. And
I think Chris had the duplex too. Or not the duplex, but the triplex.
The triplex. Yeah.
That's
Chris,
right. Yeah.
And I remember, I remember him going, dude, I got this he's like, I got this North Face, but it's one of the really good ones. And I'm like, I remember him saying that. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome, dude. So we wake up in the middle of the night and we're just hanging out. And tomorrow there's snow on the ground. It's 17 degrees. Everything's a sheet of ice. And I'm thinking hey, we're going to still hike, right? I had no idea. I'm I'm ready to go. This is going to be great. Everybody's like, yeah, we're bailing out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Whoa. So I'm like, okay. So we go. Adam Restless is thawing his shoes with his
My pocket rocket, yeah. They were frozen solid.
Super rock hard, gong, 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 right? Throwing them out. And I didn't know he was taking a video. He was because he just got these poles from
from Z-Packs, yeah.
Yeah, you got the Z-Packs poles. So I'm just walking up and I'm talking to him he's like, I'm shooting video. What are you talking about, man? I thought we were just having a conversation. So he's going on about these poles, and I'm like, oh, all right. So whatever, I forget. But Dude, everybody's stuff was like just rock hard, frozen, left out in the rain.
But the
Oh,
worst
dude.
part, we bailed out, and there were like 50 to 60-mile-an-hour gusts.
Oh,
Oof.
big.
And I remember Chris
Oh.
had like frog talk pants, and the winds were so hot, they shredded his pants, man, completely shredded his pants.
Yep.
And it was just,
Yep.
but the best part about
Not
it was
100 mile
there
an
were
hour.
freaking people coming in to camp. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm like, are these people nuts? You know?
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, that was a
That's
memorable
insane.
trip. Yeah, it was fun. That was
Dude,
fun.
so I got some footage
Yeah.
of that, man.
That's
where
that.
we were
Oh, go
all
ahead.
like and like leaning into it.
Yeah,
And, like,
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
oh, that was awesome. It was super fun.
Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, those are always the type 2 fun trips are always the ones that you remember the most. You know, it's like didn't work out how you wanted it to, but you still had a good
That's
time. And a lot
every
of that is kind of the
trip. That's every trip of ours. Never works out the way we want it to.
Oh,
we got
Devin,
Devin.
what's going on,
Yeah,
buddy?
it's all types of fun. They're terrible until we get home and start laughing about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you
It's all-
forget, and then you start planning another one just like it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. It's all funny games till you about killed David Gray. So-
Yeah. Dude, did I see Devin is on here from out there?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
in
man,
here.
Devin, what's up, buddy? There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
See, you want to go west? That's the guy to go see right there.
Right?
No, Devin's awesome, man. It's funny, like watching his kids grow up too.
Yeah.
You know, just his beautiful family, his young daughters, like they're just like, man, they look so much like his wife, you know, like their mom. But Devin's a good dude, man. He's one of the genuine ones out there, man.
I almost got to hang out with him. Like it was this, we were this.
No
close.
way.
Yeah. When I went out west, it just didn't work out. But we're gonna plan something else.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, he'd be a blast to go with, man.
Yeah. Well, that kind of actually transitions into something else. It's like when you were on a roll, like with your videos, I mean, your channel's growing, you know, it's not, I know you joke around about not having subscribers, but people loved your videos. And then it kind of like hit a little bit of a lull period. Was that mainly because of your duties as a father? I mean, it seemed like, I mean, you look at your Instagram, you're super proud of your family, super supportive of your daughter's volleyball. I mean,
Yeah.
you almost kind of feel like you put that ahead of everything else, which was really cool. I mean,
I mean, life happens. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. The whole thing about YouTube was, it was never about like, oh, I'm going to become, you know, famous and make all the, like, to me, it was initially just like just like everyone does, right? It's like a photo album, right?
Sure.
But at the same time, just my nature, like I love to have fun. I love to kind of think outside the box and just like kind of do, and that's what made it fun. But really what made it fun was editing. I loved editing videos. I hated shooting. I hated doing all that. What made Restless Outdoors wasn't Restless Outdoors. It was Timmy and Go. And that's where I kind of like, you know, those guys are what makes the channel, you know? So in the trip videos, but the whole thing of like having to make a video to be relevant, like that, I just like, I ran with that for a little bit, but then I was like, you know, I want to have fun doing it, and I still want to put out videos, but I don't want to have to put out videos. So that's basically what it was. Like if I saw something that like, you know, someone did, I'll make fun of them. That to me was always fun. Or, you know, I think what was the last one was Jeremiah Stringer, you know, like watching one of his videos, like, holy cow, this is ridiculous. And I like, he's a great dude, but like, you know, honestly, but to me, it was just like, sometimes these ideas just pop in my head. I'm like, I got to do something, you know, go on Amazon, order a beard, order glasses, you know, like I already have like what I'm going to do in my head, you know, but
yeah. And I think that's the thing people don't realize is like nothing about you is malicious. Like nothing.
No.
It's all, you know, it's like, it's all creative fun. You know, it's like if I almost say if you got made fun of, it's probably because he likes you. So it's,
I mean, and even like the whole Dan Becker, like I have done it. Like Dan Becker, like good for him. Like honestly, you know, it was all for fun, but some people thought it was like, you know,
it became a meme though.
It did, yes.
Yeah. You started the whole meme.
Yeah.
Ooh. But no, I do miss that's why I still bring but so then I don't bring the camera. It's just like, to me, we go on these trips, it's just like, I just want to enjoy myself, you know?
Yeah.
And I have to think about crap.
I'm
Well,
leaning
I
that
think
way myself.
I think that's important. I think some people get tied up in the production and actually, I don't want to bring up names of channels or anything, but there's a guy that'll be going with us on this LBL trip coming up in January, this off-roading trip, and he was with a bigger channel. No longer is with them. He didn't want the production. If he wanted to stay and fish, he wanted to stay and fish.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you got to make sure you're enjoying your trips. You got to make sure your trips are about what you want, because then you're creating those memories more so than a TV show. You know, I mean, I can appreciate it. I can appreciate a good edit. I mean, Story to Now, I think, is one of the best channels on YouTube, but man, if you're not
Adam,
enjoying
you inspired. I've done a few videos that have been Adam inspired. In fact, my last trip video, it was just called Poop. That was the title of it, was Poop. So yeah.
Yeah, the best was having Nicole say poop in German. That was actually
yeah.
So that was
if you're not having fun, then honestly, what are you doing it for? You know, that's my whole thing. You know?
For that sweet free gear is what you're doing it for.
I know.
I'm a fire maple whore.
I still get people wanting to send me stuff, which is it cracks me up. But like, I don't know. To me, it's I think when Z-Packs gave me that duplex that I was supposed to run over with the tank, and I never did because I couldn't get down to Georgia. That was, remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know. That was a cool deal.
So let's talk about those videos for a while, because your gear review videos are kind of legendary. I mean, if you really think about it, if it survives Restless, it probably everybody should buy it. I think there's one particular video, I'm sure Chris will probably bring up, that was a pillow review. And what's hilarious about this is it seemed like it was a standard review right up until it wasn't. So can you go ahead and
great fish frame though? Yeah, I will.
Thank you. Yes.
Today we're going to be reviewing the Outdoors Vital pillow that was sent to me for free. Could you believe that? So today what I'm going to do is actually go through 3 of my criteria when I'm choosing a pillow, and I'm going to show you guys all the features of this amazing pillow. So one of the things I look for in a pillow is obviously comfort. And as you can see, this thing, first off, stuffs in a little stuff sack, which is amazing. It's very small, very compact. It's going to fit in your bag. Absolutely no problem. So as you can see here, we have the wonderful Outdoor Vitals logo printed on top of this very, very fine, almost velvet-like on your face. Oh, it feels so good. Let me tell you. The number 2 criteria I personally look for in a pillow is how easy it is to blow it up. So let's blow it up, shall we?
Fantastic.
And now that we have it blown up, my 3rd criteria when choosing a pillow is the most important criteria of them all. It's the durability test. Come on, let's go.
This is such a meme on pillows, man. Oh, the price is right. I'll tell you what, as good as that one is, nothing beats the Fire Maple Lantern glass one.
Oh,
They actually replied to that email to the video too, which cracked me up.
Fire Maple did?
Yes.
I pulled this up, Jeremy.
Yeah, go right ahead. While you're doing that, I got to tell you, the funniest thing about that pillow video, though, they went back to you and sent you a tent.
Yes.
which over also.
Which he ran over also.
And it ran over too, yeah. It was awesome. I'm like, man. Yeah, no, that was
nothing.
Yeah, I was going to start a whole series about that, but no.
Nothing beats this one.
I don't think I've seen this one. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay.
Oh, crap. Hold on. Sorry.
This is why you get paid in Tanya Browning soap.
Dude, that's
You think to yourself, boy, I would love to have some ambient light, just like that campfire I sat in front of tonight. But lo and behold, I bring to you the Fire Maple Orange gas lantern. This thing, and you think to yourself, boy, I would love to have some ambient light, just like that campfire I sat in front of tonight. But lo and behold, I bring to you the Fire Maple Orange gas lantern. This thing,
Okay.
and you think to yourself,
Oh, you didn't.
boy,
Oh,
I think that's the short. You brought up the short. I think.
Yeah, that was
Did
a
you-
short, yes.
Yeah.
because the best part was the long pause after that.
Oh my god, that is the best.
Oh,
Do you know the funny thing is, I went on Amazon for like a couple days trying to find the exact match of the actual, and I found like a 12 pack, you know, so I was going to make like all these videos of this stupid thing, but yeah, life happens.
Yes, but that's not even the real glass, just so you know.
That wasn't the real glass, no.
oh, really?
No.
They sell
No.
replacements on their website, though. That's what I was thinking. But yeah.
No, that was just like fake. It looked just like it. And
Oh, was it?
yes, I didn't want to buy replacements. I was like, I'm gonna break 12 of these things.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, they did reply, which cracked my. I was dying laughing. They were cool about it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always wondered too on the tent video. So, did you ever hear back from them after you ran over the tent?
Yes, I think they loved it. They thought it was hilarious. But no, yeah. No one really was like angry. I mean, it's free promotion, right? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
it's an outdoor vital tent. It probably cost them like $15, you know. So then they're like, yeah, keep on destroying them, you know. But
Dude, that close up of him driving and he's got like the smoke in his mouth.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Can you go ahead and bring that one up, Chris?
I love
tent?
that.
Which one is it?
It was the tent. I think it was shortly after the pillow.
yeah,
All right,
you just got to go through
I'm looking.
the end of the video.
Wait, do we have to keep talking while you look?
Yeah. This is where we just stop talking and put the pressure on him.
I know.
So
Yeah.
I do see a comment, Colonel. Talk about 12 Days of Christmas. We definitely will be getting to that. I have that on the list.
What's the name of that one?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was the Outdoor Vitals. Whatever.
Outdoor Vitals tent. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
To give the people something to look at. They'll find it on their own.
Yeah.
Well, let's do the Christmas one then.
Awesome.
Yeah. So actually, I do want to talk about that. Your Christmas videos. That's what I personally miss the most.
Oh God.
You know, what kind of inspired that whole series?
That was. Which one is this? Oh God. It was something that I started that
5.
after the second video, I'm like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah.
But I gotta finish it, you know?
Yeah. Well, not only that, you have to try to keep doing better every time.
Yes.
So, but I did want to show this one. This was my personal favorite. But if you haven't seen these, I wish that you'd bring them back just as a personal request. But if not, you have to go back and watch these. Go ahead and roll this one, Chris.
Okay, 1 second here.
The fact that you use the same music every time.
Hey guys, welcome to Restless Outdoors. You know, nothing brings more joy to my heart than bringing you these 12 backpacking tips for Christmas. Guys, we're on tip number 5. I can't believe how fast we're going through this. I appreciate always all the support I'm getting for these tips. Again, people thought they knew everything there was to know about backpacking, yet I'm still surprising you guys with unique and creative ideas for the backcountry. So guys, without further ado, here's tip number 5.
Joy to the world.
The timing on your music.
Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding joy.
How did you do that?
I am curious about that. How did you get that timing down?
Uncle Chester that was good editing, but Uncle Chester, we put a giant bucket of gasoline in the tent. And then Chester was behind the tent and threw a match, basically. And yeah, it was a very, like, you open the tent, you just smell the fumes. We didn't know what was going to happen. But luckily that was on his property, but no one died. Everyone was good. So
sure. Well, that actually was the inspiration for the thumbnail of this live stream, by the way.
So
that it's the tent on fire.
Honestly, my favorite one, Goat, honestly, was our team pooping. That to me was by far.
Oh yeah, that was good.
You were in Cosmopolitan.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was
You found the tent.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
This is 8 minutes long.
No. Go towards the end. It's all the way towards the end. You'll see right when I'm in my truck. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going. There you go.
Wait, we're going to start right there.
Yeah, right there is perfect.
So this is after you did all of the work of doing a legit review of the tent.
Yes.
Oh, great shot.
Yeah.
A great shot.
Right. That's a good shot.
Those shots are so good. Oh, that is too good.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you have like a GoPro in the front so when the tent covered it or something?
I don't remember. Yeah, I had so many cameras and we had to move the tent off the street so many times. Those cars were coming, and I remember we had to put a bag of mulch in there so it wouldn't blow away. Oh yeah, it was fun.
You can definitely tell you put a lot of thought into those shots just to run over a tent. That was
really, because you only get one chance to do it. So
yeah. Well, that's great. Well, I tell you what, guys, we've literally been going about an hour already. So it's really been great talking to you. I do want to leave us on a couple of things here. One of the best things I got to do was do a trip with these guys. And I said before, it's probably one of my favorite trips of all time was the Grayson Highland trip that we got to do. I did get to really kind of break down when they weren't all three together, how they really felt about each other. And there's a couple of clips I'd like to play just to know where this comes from and the camaraderie that they have and the loyalness that they have within each other. So there's one, I'd like to start with Timmy, if we could start with him. I'm hoping it was a long time ago. I don't know how the audio is going to be. Hopefully it's halfway decent. You might have to crank it way up.
But that's a restless soil deterrent there.
All right, Tim, I just got to know, what's it really like hiking with Restless Outdoors?
It's almost undescribable. He's never prepared. He really doesn't know anything about backpacking or hiking. He just carries a bunch of stuff. And he's generally is missing something. But two things you can always guarantee that he'll have with him: cigarettes and coffee. Other than
He's
that,
not lying.
you never know.
So now the truth is out, and you heard it first on All Things Outdoors. Oh, dude, he lost so much weight. If you see him now, good for him.
Oh yeah, he looks fantastic.
Subway.
What's that, Goat?
He's like Jared from Subway, dude.
Oh yeah.
I hope not.
So now, yeah, actually, and we had a response with Goat too. So I kind of got Goat's input on it. So if you go ahead and start that one. Those ponies were so cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's it really like? Again, it's real quiet. I apologize.
Outdoors.
Awful. I mean, he doesn't brush his teeth, and I think he grinds his teeth at night. And he snores extremely loud. He's bossy. If you look at the camera, you get, whipped. Brutal.
Just for looking at the camera?
Right. You never want to look at the camera.
Oh,
Just saying.
okay. I'll make note of that for sure.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Okay.
He's a tyrant.
I know. Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, actually, and I did learn that about you. Don't look at the camera. Never look at the camera.
Don't.
Yeah, that was the very first thing Goat said to me. So, but then of course we have the Restless idea of what's going on. And first off, when you guys did this, thank you for keeping it PG, because I could see you guys really, really working hard on that.
Yeah, PG's
pretty much worthless, except he's amazing at finding campsites. He's got you got campsite spidey sense.
I do.
Okay, I gotta ask you. Yes. What's it like really hiking with Goat and Timmy?
This is just between you and me, right?
Yeah.
It is awful. Completely awful. I know. I hate to say it, but
I'm shocked.
But this is the thing. Both their wives were really good friends. I mean, really good friends. And they, I hate to say it, but they pay me to take these guys out. I have no friends whatsoever. And it's a struggle because honestly, they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. I'm constantly having to,
So it's like babysitting.
It is like perfect example. Like I get a lead AF pack. Go gets a lead AF pack. Tim gets like anything I do, they do, and it's just like, geez, be original.
Because
so, but it's
lead
fine.
AF. What up?
They make the channel funny, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes they bring it down, but for the most part, it's okay. But I think I found a new friend in you. You're way better than these guys.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely.
It. And I got to tell you, you're a great guy for helping people like
I know,
that.
exactly. That's the thing. People, all the negative comments I get and all the thumbs downs, but people truly knew the situation. They would embrace me.
Heart of gold.
Heart of gold.
At camp for the evening.
And I stand by that. I really do.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Chris. That was so good. Yeah, man. I tell you what, you guys are really class acts to get to hang around, and I know that may surprise some people, but you really are. So,
surprise Adam and I, but I mean,
Yeah. Oh, too great. Well, guys, thanks for coming on. Like I said, do you any social media you want to call out that you guys are on or anything like that? I'm sure most of the people watching this already know you guys. So
nope.
Nope. Like those days are done. So
people know where to find me.
Yeah, well, there is that. All right, cool. If you guys want to hang out in the back real quick, we'll shut this down. Oh, sorry, go.
House together. We can
What
all.
was that?
If anybody wants to know where to find them, I will help you. Let's go toilet paper his house.
Oh, that's so good.
Thanks for having us on, guys.
Yeah, man.
Oh, no problem. Hang out in the back and we'll close this down. We'll be right back with you.
All right.
Man, these guys are so fun.
Yeah, we gotta do a trip.
I'm telling you. It literally.
I'd like to do a trip that Carlson doesn't go on at least once. I mean, Jesus. He's always on my tail.
Well, we'll save that for another show. But
yeah.
Well, okay. So first off, you got anything coming up on Campfire Cat Holes? Anything coming up?
I don't know. That depends on Justin in the chat here. If he gets back with me, I'd like to have him on. Justin, call me.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, we got MK Ultra that's going to be coming on in a couple of weeks. He's been hunting Bigfoot and this whole fun stuff with the UFOs, and
that's gonna be
we're going to have some really rabbit hole conversations here in a couple of weeks. So it should be a lot of fun. So be looking for that. To everybody that came on, thanks so much.
Yes.
I hope everybody has a very, very Merry Christmas. God bless you all, and we'll catch you next time.
Beep, 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 beep.
Thank you.